Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be reading a really sad post, so you probably noticed the sad music in the background. It's about a fellow programmer who, after 5 years of trying programming, he, what do you call it? He just gave up. He lost the battle. Let's get onto it. It's on Reddit. It's not that sad. Anyways, giving up programming after 5 years trying it. This is more of event. This is more of event than anything else, and maybe it will be useful to someone as to not give up too late as I did. So he's saying, well, hopefully you noticed it's not for you sooner than I did. You see, here let me lower that music. Seems a bit too high. You see, programming is an ability that, much like a soccer player, an artist, etc., you either can do it or you can't. I have to disagree with that. Not necessarily. I mean, there are level of programmers, just like you got level of like soccer players. You got your ASO soccer players, then you got your Sunday League soccer players. You got your semi-pro third division, semi-pro second division, and then your pro first division. You know, the guys working at a Fang company or something. You know, and the low programmers like working for Walmart. I don't know. That's how I see it. There's nothing bad. It's all jobs. But no, I completely disagree. You see, some people simply sit in front of the keyboard, and in less than 10 seconds they write 30 lines of code. Wow. Bro, come on. In less than 10 seconds you're gonna write 30 lines of code. How long are those lines, my dude? One character long? Cause 30 lines of code in 10 seconds, that's like each line has to be less than a second, like a little millisecond. That's not, I don't think it's possible. Maybe that's why you gave up, because you're putting up high expectations. It's not like on a TV. Whereas others like me even tried so hard to dig in deep into the subject, couldn't even get past my 5th line. You know, some days you're not gonna get past your 3rd line, especially when you're debugging. To have the level of understanding in less than 1 year, some people may do what you took 3 or 4 to make. Programming is an exceptional and amazing ability. Maybe professional programmers don't see it as outsiders like I do. Maybe professional programmers don't see it as outsiders like I do. But if you can't code, you do have a really valuable ability that so many people wish they had. So okay, anyways. So try not to stress too much over non-important things because you are amazing. Unfortunately, I won't be there with you guys. The competition is harsh, and I can no longer keep being left behind in the market. I can't compete. Just wanted to let it all out. It's no shame if you're in doubt if you should quit or not. To lose a battle is natural, but as long as you can keep standing, I will stand. Sorry, I need to reread that. To lose a battle is natural, but as long as you can keep standing, I will still stand, but somewhere else that fits me more. It's not healthy either to keep doing something that clearly isn't giving results. It was a good and long journey. Print F. Goodbye, programming world. Well, anyways, guys. I don't know what this person's deal was. Just like me, you know, I've been trying programming. Sorry, I need to stop that. I've been doing programming for like 4 years now. And at the beginning, maybe for a whole year, I was stuck in tutorial hell, right? And it sucks because you try to do something on your own and you're like, shoot, I need to find a tutorial for that one thing. I can't figure it out. And and you keep adding and adding, and then you're learning all this stuff that accumulates inside your brain, and you don't know. Then you get lost. You remember one thing, you forget the other. It's like you have you have certain amount of space available in your brain, and it starts shorting. But that's only at the beginning, right? Eventually, you find that you figure out that the best way to learn is to read the docs, the documentations. Uh, a lot of programming languages have the like very well written documentations, and start off with something friendly, right? Start off with web development, especially if you're like having trouble figuring out what's it called. Especially if you're starting out with the complicated language, it's very hard to figure out what programming really is. It's so sad that this person gave up. I don't think they should. Let me put the sad music again.
Lost in the
Hold
moment.
on.
Unfortunately, so is her chase deb.
Let me repeat that again. Well, like I was saying, I think this person put very high goals for himself or expectations for programming, but it should be fun. Like doing it in the process should be fun. I don't know why it took him 5 years to figure out it wasn't fun. Maybe he fell under that one lie that you could learn programming and get a high paying job within 6 months. No, my dude, you gotta stick with it, right? You gotta stick with it. I've heard somewhere it takes 10 years to become good at programming. So if you had high expectations of getting a well-paying job doing this, it's sometimes not unreasonable. Like you gotta be a genius. You gotta be that first league, the first division soccer player to get there. You gotta be like super talented, like you said. But no, like there's levels, and you can still get a job. And yeah, let's read some comments. Hockey bullshit. Not to undermine, not to undermine your hard work or commitment, but here's my 2 cents. I'm 26 and got out of high school at 19 with a diploma in computer science. Wait up a minute. How do you? So he's 26. This person got out of high school at 19 with a diploma in computer science already. Do they offer computer science diplomas in high schools now? I don't know. Should I ask ChatGPT? No. Okay, let's continue. I tried university, but my programming professor was, to put it mildly, unsufferable. Combine that with having to wake up at 5 a.m. to attend lectures, and I burned out pretty quickly. Yeah, true. That could happen. Luckily, during a Java course I took, someone I met offered me an opportunity to interview at a company opening it. Okay, luckily during a Java course I took, someone I met offered me an opportunity to interview at a company opening a new office in my area. Wow, this guy got really lucky. Fast forward 6 months and I'm still working there. Wow. No, fast forward 6 years. Holy shoot. 19. So I'm guessing this person took like some sort of like computer science classes in high school. Got a job right away. Wow, 26. Okay, so this is really lucky, right? It doesn't happen to anyone. But still, he does have a point. When I started, I knew almost nothing. JIT, Git, Spring, microservices, MVCs, APIs, CRUD, you name it. I had to learn it from scratch. Wow, he had a job. He didn't know any of this, right? And he still got a job and he was learning at work. Dude, I know more than this. And I don't have a job. Okay, anyways. And I learned by doing. I failed a lot, and eventually I got better. True, you're gonna fail, You're gonna fail. You're gonna be stuck in tutorial hell. Even if you have a job, you're still gonna go home and be stuck in tutorial hell. But you keep practicing. You keep practicing. And that's why I say like web development is really good because it's like a sandbox, right? That you could easily mess around with. When I first learned when I first was diving into programming, I was learning Python. And I finished like the syntax and classes and everything. I was 16 at that time or 15. I was done and I'm like, what do I do now? Can I program a robot with all this knowledge I just learned? And I didn't know where to go from there. And my researching skills at that point in time were like crappy. They were trash. So I did not know what to search on the internet. I was 15. That was like 2000 what? 2011? Yeah. God, it's been a while. But then I'm like, okay, let's leave Python. A couple years went by, 2 years, and I'm like, I need to do this. I need to learn this. So I picked up JavaScript. I learned the syntax, classes, OOP. Uh, I finished one of the tutorials, and then I'm like, what do I do now that I've learned all this? And I'm like, oh, web development, right? JavaScript, web development. And that's when I realized that web development is like a sandbox. You could mess around. You could mess around with the DOM, program the DOM, whatever. Like you're virtually inside a sandbox, and you're messing around with it with code. And Python now, once like I matured, I realized that you could do the same with Python, right? But it's much easier with JavaScript. No, this person continues. The same person. Hockey. Am I a 10 times developer? Hell no. I know I pick things up faster than some, but here's what I've learned in 6 years. Being a being a programmer isn't about how fast you write code or how much you write. I don't even like calling myself a programmer. I prefer problem solver. This right there. That's true, a problem solver. You think, right? You sketch out your problem, you sketch out a solution, you think how you're gonna write it into code, and you write. Even one line makes a difference, 2 lines makes a difference, right? It's not like you see this problem, and then like the whole solution is inside your head, like in the movies, and you're like, no, it's not like that. Maybe that person, that's why they give up. There were weeks, yes, weeks where I didn't write a single line of code. Exactly, just like what I said. Sometimes you just write one line of code. But this person didn't write one single line of code. Instead, I spent that time debugging what I said, scoring Stack Overflow, scoring Stack Overflow, googling furiously, and banging my head against the desk trying to figure out what was wrong. You know, back in my day, we did not have ChatGPT. We had Stack Overflow. No, it's true. Um, younglings have a they have a it's their luck is way better than ours. They have ChatGPT. Even I have ChatGPT nowadays, right? When I first began, dude, I did not even know what Stack Overflow was. Dude, I did not even know what Googling was. That's how bad I was at the internet back then. I don't know why. We didn't have TikTok, any of that. But anyways, use ChatGPT wisely. Okay, Googling furiously and banging my head against the desk, trying to figure out what was wrong. What I've come to realize is that skills like problem solving, communication under pressure, explaining complex concepts in simple terms, and persuading others aren't as common as I thought. And that's okay. Not everyone needs to excel at these things. We all bring different strengths to the table. Exactly. That's the same thing I was trying to tell you guys at the beginning. Wait, did I? I don't even know. This is just my experience, but what I'm trying to say is this. This job isn't black and white. Not everyone is good at the same things, and that's perfectly fine. Don't give up. Don't give up if this is what you want to do, because no one's journey or skill set is the same. True. You know what? Let me put some royalty-free lo-fi music. Beep 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 beep. Let me see. What do we got here? Sad chill lo-fi music? No, I don't want sad. Let's just put sad. No, 2 minutes long. Let's put this video. Skip. Manju. Hard work beats talent every time, but one has to believe in oneself. Hold on, let me check my video. 15 minutes in. But one has to believe in oneself. If you say, I can't learn that, you are right, by virtue of thinking that. Same with foreign languages. Same with every skill. Maybe you are actually talentless, yet everyone can improve. Exactly. Dude, so I met these kids like a year and a half ago now. And my god, bro, they sucked at soccer. So bad, bro. They ran funny. Well, one of them ran funny. Like, never in their life had they ran. But, you know, I wasn't looking for professionals or like Sunday league players or anything. I just wanted to create a group of people to come together and play soccer and just enjoy ourselves, enjoy the moment. I didn't care. As long as I had the drive to come every Sunday, Saturday, or Friday, well, the weekend, I didn't care about their soccer skills, you know. Even it made me feel good. No, just kidding. But I stuck with them, and now they're average players. They're okay players, you know. It's like you could actually enjoy playing with them now. They actually put up a fight. The one person that ran funny, now he runs normal. He could make okay passes, and but my point, well, he improved a lot, correct? Like a lot. He went from being like this person said, talentless, like completely talentless, right? And I don't think never in his life he had done this type of sport. But he went from talentless to okay to average. But he was constant for a year and a half, constant running, going every weekend, playing with me, playing with us. And yeah, now he's up there. And I think it's the same with everything. There's levels of people of talent, but everyone can enjoy programming and get a job somewhere, right? Obviously, the market right now is bad. I can't find work either. For a living, I do construction. Just so you know, my dad and I, we own a general contracting business. But yeah, I enjoy it. I do it for fun. I do it because I love it. Alright, I think that was it, guys. Just, you know, regular Reddit people now going at each other, trying to refute each other's argument. I don't know what. Oh, so this person says, it's worth pointing out that the underlying assumption that the... Oh man, I can't read. Oh. It's worth pointing out that the underlying assumption is that in order to be a programmer, one must be good at coding. I don't know. Life is complicated. Laugh my A out. So you think football players were born with the ability to play football? Like everything else, it's something you have to practice or hone. Anyways, goodbye. I wish you good luck in your future endeavors. Oh, that's true. A lot of people, I don't know. I don't want to argue against Redditors. They're weird people. Too long to read. Oh, let me read it. Edited 3 days ago. The main thing here is only one. If you don't enjoy the process, then it's okay to try something else. Exactly. True. I can relate at the beginning of my story. I went to university to study computer science, and I knew nothing about it before. But most of the students I was studying with were prepared. Even before the first lesson, they already knew a lot of stuff. And that's harsh, dude. Being somewhere where it looks like everyone else knows everything and you don't know anything, that's soul crushing. It really demotivated me because everyone around me just does the tasks. And for me, it was extremely hard to write anything. My brain didn't accept any of the programming concepts. And I was like this for about 4 years. Yes. Dude, it's not like the commercial, guys. It's not like the ads, alright? Anyone can learn, but you're not gonna land a 6-figure job in 6 months, right? 3 months, or not even in a year. It takes time. Some people get really lucky, but it takes time. Can you imagine 4 years of computer science and I still can't write any program by myself? Some of the students already found a part-time job doing programming. So I was sure I wanted to leave the university. I was more of a creative guy, so I wanted to try something related to cinema thing. Me with my friend, and at that time we were making funny videos on YouTube, and I really liked the process. But my mom said, okay, do whatever you think is right, but please try to get a degree first, and any way you can. It's okay if you don't buy a It's okay if you don't, but at least try. It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't, but at least try to finish this path first. And at this point, I accidentally found some tutorials on game development on YouTube. And this was also something I wanted to try, but I had no idea that there are game engines that are publicly available for everyone to make their game. I'm coughing way too much. I think I'm just gonna edit the video. And I started to learn programming because I started to love it. The feedback loop is fast. I code something and I see the results, and I started to dream about my own game. Yeah, I did this for a while, and it really helped. Everyone starts off wanting to make a game. And because of the supportive teacher, I made my degree work with Unity, a game engine. The work wasn't about games, but I used it as a simulation thing to show some stuff. I'm trying so hard not to cough. After that, I accidentally found my first job at a game dev company, and that's my life now. The turning point was that I found what I enjoy in all of this, and this helped me to learn. About the 30 lines of code that you mentioned, that everyone just writes code and you can't do it so fast, I can't say it's bullshit. If someone writes a lot of code in a short time, it means that they did the exact same thing thousands of times. You can't just write code for something you didn't write before just like that. True. If you see someone like me, I'm so quick at writing console.log. Hello world. Because I've done it thousands of times, dude. That's why. And yeah. My work is 90% of just staring at the screen and thinking. And this is how it should be if you are trying to solve problems. If you are trying to solve problems that you didn't solve before. Just saying. But anyway, if you have nothing to enjoy in the process, maybe you are right. Maybe you need something else. But be prepared that you will hit a learning curve. Curveball in any industry. So concentrate only on the thing that brings you joy. And I'm gonna finish with that. So yes, guys, enjoy the process. Enjoy you guys yourselves. Don't give up that easily. You know, do if you feel like you're getting drained, just do it as a side, as a hobby. That's what I do. Just do it as a hobby, and just keep going. Never give up. That's all I can say. Oh wow. Well, I was gonna log off, but look. I can 100% relate to this. I started a 4-year computer science degree at 31 years of age. Wow. Congrats to this guy. That's brave. With zero knowledge of programming. This is the thing, like I'm still planning. I'm 29, right? I barely just turned 29 a couple days ago. And I'm like, my goal is, right, to make money with my construction business. Save up a little bit of money and go to university to just get a degree just for fun. Computer science degree, or I was even thinking a computer engineering degree. I know. But yeah. Kudos to this guy. I struggled all the way up to the end, and when I say I struggle, I mean it. Was the most degrading part of my life. I am a very try-hard person, and when I consistently fail at something, my mental health was shot to crap. I too had many people around me flying through the coursework. Thankfully, I made friends with one of them halfway through my 3rd year after having a house fire, and he helped me through a certain piece of course, making my game love letter in C#. I absolutely knew none of the concepts, inheritance, interfaces, encapsulations, hell, even a switch statement, but I tried my hardest to not let him just write my code for me, and I learned a little bit of what I needed to know to get it passed. Throughout the summer, I hammered Udemy courses, C#, C++, Vanilla JS. I felt a piece of eureka moment by getting a pass on my love letter, and I was striving to get that again. I did not know what modules were coming. I didn't know what modules were coming, of course, so I just surrounded myself with concepts and the general idea of programming, trying to fill gaps. I felt I missed or needed to practice from my previous lectures. You know, right now in my programming journey, I'm at the moment that if I can't that if I can't figure something out, I no longer go to YouTube. Right? I go to ChatGPT. Like, if I don't know something, I like ChatGPT it really quick. It gives me a response, and I leave it. I'm at the point now that if I'm learning something new, I just go to the documentation, and that's how I've been learning the past year, dude. And trust me, like, it's helped me so much reading documentation. You gotta try it. You guys gotta try it if you're new. And trust me, like, at first it was hard. Like, dude, well, what, the documentation was hard to read. Like, what does this mean? Like, I don't know. I just saw weird symbols in the docs, but now I got the hang of it. By the time my final year came, I think I had found some enjoyment in learning in my own time, which carried through my coursework in each of the semesters. I did my dissertation project on a musical search engine which finds band artists related to artists you may already like but have a very low popularity metric. Band artists which go under the radar, so to speak. Again, this was close to my heart, and I found a lot of enjoyment expanding on a field I have interest in, but in a programming dynamic. I came out with a first. Wow, this guy's good. I know, and he's good, and he was bad. He didn't know anything, dude, and he was 30 years old. I feel like my brain opened up to learning when I was around 24, maybe. That's when, like, I felt like a surge inside my brain, so to speak. Before that, I felt like a complete dumbass. But anyways, 30 years old and still learning, that's good. I now work as a full stack developer for nearly 2 years now, and I have not looked back. Damn, he started at 31, took him 4 years. That's 35, 37. Dude, I still have a chance. You just gotta keep working. Programming definitely isn't for everyone, but if you find a relatable and enjoyable part of the domain like Overlord did with the gaming side and myself with the music side, you may just find your own eureka moment, and something may just click in you to strive for more. Good luck, OP, and I wholeheartedly feel your struggle. wow. I like this story. This gave me personally hope. Thank you for sharing. I'm 31 years old and just started the computer science portion of my degree. It's been a very humbling but enjoyable experience so far. Looking forward to hitting the point where it all comes together. Yep. Alright, so I am logging out, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Nah, don't give up. Keep doing what you love. Do it as a hobby. And just be happy. This is Code&Camp? Yeah, Code&Camp logging off.